Hey guys, we're going to do a little bit different card opening today. We're going to open a trove of the new Lorcana set, Fabled. Now, I wasn't really planning on getting this Lorcana set, just because I'd heard that there's a lot of reprints in it, and I already have a lot of the cards from the previous sets, but I mean, this artwork, you can't really pass it up when you see it in the store, especially if you're a Disney fan. So then there's also the added attraction of a couple of new rarities that are in here. So in addition to the rarities that we already had from previously, now we have Epic, which is going to be slightly easier to find than Enchanted, and Iconic, which are going to be significantly harder to find than Enchanted. Now, I've opened a lot of Lorcana, and in all that time, starting with the first chapter, buying at least one box of each set, I've gotten exactly one Enchanted in all that time. So let's see what we can find in this trove. What do we get in this thing anyway? So we got, of course, one storage box, some foil card dividers, some damage counters, a foiled lore counter, and 8 booster packs. All right, let's open this thing up. I still am kicking myself for not getting the trove for the first chapter when it came out. I tried, but they were so hard to find, and I was never able to find one. I mean, I saw some at huge markups, but I really just wasn't willing to pay those huge markups. So I never got the first one, and the first one was important to me because it actually came with the book. And I always like those books that show all of the cards. The things that come in the Elite Trainer boxes, by the way. So here's our lore counter. It's pretty nice. I think it's from the Goofy movie, the artwork, which is one of my son's favorite Disney movies, so maybe I'll pass this along to him. Here we have our dice, our counters. Let's see what's going on with these. Some nice foil card dividers. Various artwork there. And now let's see what we can get in these packs. Can I pull one of these new rarities? And will I recognize it if I do? I haven't looked ahead to see, or haven't looked online to see what the new symbols look like. Okay, so I envision there's going to be a lot of reprints here. Roxanne, that doesn't seem like a reprint, at least. Look at this family. Robin Hood. And, oh wow, what have we got here? Hades. What is that? I mean, it looks like not an enchanted, but it looks like a legendary, although that symbol at the bottom looks quite a bit different. I think it probably is a legendary. Let's put that down here. And here's this buildable image like they usually give. That's the first one. It's very likely that that could be an epic. Because I mean, that looks familiar. I think that could be a repeat. I mean, a reissue. Wow, there's a lot of locations in this one. Anna, Winnie the Pooh, that's definitely a reprint. Magic Mirror, Belle, Shere Khan, and Mulan. So that's a super rare, I believe. And our foil is just a Cuzco. Some more of that buildable image. And we're 2 packs in. Let's see what we get in this. Max Goof. Okay, that could be new. Jasmine, Rose Lantern, Nani, Sisu, Hercules. Strength of Raging Fire. White Rabbit's Pocket Watch, and Heart of Tafiti. At least a nice rare foil there. I mean, how could you not? How could you pass this up? That is the coolest artwork. I really like the promotional imagery of Fables. It really suckered me in, even though I wasn't planning on getting this set. And here we go with my difficulty in opening the packs. Moana, Stitch, Tiani, Aladdin, Louie, Daisy Duck, Ariel, and Max Goof. Look at that. That's another one of those. Anything else here? A Benja foil. And there's our art-ish card. Okay. So that's 2 interesting hits so far. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't really looked into the values of any of these cards in this set, beyond the fact that I think some of the iconics are going for upwards of $1,000. So there's always that. Jafar. I'm definitely recognizing some of these. I should look into what the breakdown of reprints are to new cards here. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alice, Accidentally Adrift. Wow. I mean, this could very well be the epic. Maybe these are just the way that legendaries look now. Although the symbols look slightly a little bit more flashy. I will definitely have to look into that. I'll post values as they stand right now on TCG Marketplace for each of the things that are over $1 here. So far, I'm pretty pleased with this trove. There's the Queen and Stitch now. Another legendary? Okay, I'm going to just assume that these are legendary because they're showing up a little bit too often. So here we have Cruella de Vil foil common and another piece of our puzzle. I used to buy a whole box of these, but I was not going to buy a box of this set with the high concentration of reprints. Okay, let's see what we get in this one. There's 2 packs left, second to last. Looks like there could be something interesting back there, unless it's just the art card. Mama Odie. I do not remember ever seeing that. I think that must be a new one. Jafar and a Rapunzel foil. Yep, that was just part of the art card picture. In fact, I think it's one of the ones I already got. But as I was saying, buying a whole box, you were definitely, well, pretty much guaranteed to get the full image of those art cards, but not so much from a trove. Powerline. Now that is definitely new also. That is definitely not. Let's see. Jasmine rare. Mulan super rare. And last but not least, Queen of Hearts. Uncommon foil. Okay. Well, I'm going to just assume that these are legendary. If they're not, I'll put a little correction in to the video. But we did get this Alice Accidentally Adrift, and that is a really nice hit. Whether it happens to be epic or, in fact, an enchanted, I think it's just a pretty neat looking card. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming along here with this Fabled Trove opening. If you want to see more like this, please consider subscribing, leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you next time.